What's up, gamers? So, we're gonna skip ahead a bit because priest, druid, shaman, you've heard of those things before. You've heard of those classes. You know what they're about. Priest is about the light, druid's about nature, shaman's also about nature, but in a different way. But this is the first time you see something like the void. This is something I made myself. Like, warrior, technically borrowed idea. Tinkerer, technically borrowed. Monk, okay, merchant's also actually my own idea. Monk, borrowed. Mages, kind of borrowed. Everything else, borrowed. The void, though, this is my own creation. So, let's see. What should this be called? This is a passive. Let's clarify that right now. This right here is a passive. What should we call it, though? This passive should be called the... Okay, this one down here is going to be insatiable void. This one up here, going to be called should it just be never-ending void? I don't think so. The description for that passive does not sound like something like never-ending void. So what if it was instead something to do with suck? What are synonyms for suck? This is absolute siphon. Siphon and void. Thank you, Google. Put that in the center. Alright. We made two different types of voids. So this void right here, this is the tank. Consumes energy around them in order to function. They don't need to eat or drink. And if they're attacked with energy, basically like an element, a portion of the damage is just absorbed to use as his own energy. So this is a tank. It would make sense. Okay. I've got an idea. Just had an idea. I know the description. It's gonna be a self-heal from his absorbed energy. But what would it be called? That is the question. What would it be called? A self-heal from the energy absorbed. Selfish. Regeneration. That is not how you spell regeneration. Regeneration. Fuck. It was three E's. Really? 3 E's. Uses a portion of energy absorbed to heal themselves. Amount restored is dependent on energy used. Can regenerate 3 E's generate limbs. If enough energy is supplemented, of course. Let's see what's next. What is next? Regeneration. Next, something like what? This is too cold for me. Holy shit! I picked up a water bottle and I drank some, and that was just whew. This house is too cold. Oh, I had an idea. Void Blast? It's kind of boring. Did I just do Void Blast? Did I give that to both? No. I'll give it to one. Void Blast. On void and borrows its powers to fire a blast of void energy at a target. Void is the great equalizer. Void is technically not an element. Void beats everything here in my eyes. Because void is nothing. But at the same time, you could say void is everything. And void is a living being. Getting off track, but basically void is the best. It's the best type of energy, but that's because only one class can use it. And if a mage wanted to dedicate their studies to the void, I'd be like, alright, sure, but you can't learn anything else. That's how busted Void would be. Like, mages would still get Conjure, Portal, and Keen Mind, but their energy orb would pretty much be stuck to Void. They could still... Actually, no. They would be throwing away chemicals on their Conjure. So they would only be able to conjure items, containers, or other stuff like that. They wouldn't be able to study other elements or energies if they studied Void. This has a chance to make the target feel hopeless. Next. I think he needs some kind of way to deal with melee attackers. So what if we made freaking I just had it. I wanted to make an ability that was useful against melees, so a road. There we go. What should it be called? Something that are roads. Time Eater? No. Time Siphon. This would be an ultimate ability of sorts. Consumes a large amount of energy in order to siphon the life out of a target, alive or not. This has a chance to fail depending on energy spent. So like there'll be a minimum limit and then a maximum limit of the energy you can spend. Like if you spend the minimum, there's like a 50% chance it's gonna fail, and you'll have to roll really high in order for it to actually succeed. Even on failure, the energy is spent. Energy siphon from target is then absorbed into you. So it's risk reward. So you can consume the maximum amount of energy to make it guaranteed unless you roll really low. But depending on the target, it may not be worth it in the end because you may end up with a net loss of energy. But if you go with the minimum or somewhere around there, and the target you siphon from has a large amount of energy to take, then that's a net positive. I think that's neat. Now, this won't outright kill a person. It will put a massive debuff on them. And the only way they can get back that energy is by killing the guy who took it from them. Let's see. Let's make another debuff. Withered. Time has been sucked out of you. All attributes are decreased. Target who stole your time in order to get it back. Kill the target. Alright. That's good. I think I want one more for the void, but that's it for now. Because that's been 17 minutes. So, subscribe if you wanna, please. I'd appreciate it. And that's it. Peace out, everybody.